Here's points after the first race at Daytona. Nothing else has really changed from the finishing results due to the fact that it's only the first race. The only changes that are really shown is pretty much when you lead some laps, you gain some extra points. But that is about that. Joey MJ1, of course, leads points since he won Daytona, and he will be in the playoffs when it begins. You can see where you are in points, pretty much the same as finishing results, and also ignore this guy. That's just my user, how I spectate the races. Anyways, let's get to race 2 at Las Vegas. Here is the starting grid for Las Vegas. In row 1, we have Burn It Down 49 and Dylan Svek 37. Row 2, Chingon and Brad Kozlowski. Row 3, Misty and Devil Kitty. Row 4, Kenyon and Unknown.png. And row 5, Javier and Pigeon. Yes, I'm using the OG Las Vegas that comes with the game. Fight me. I love the track so much. You figure out where you start, and let's get to the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Joey MJ1, our Daytona 500 winner, will be rolling off 18th. Let's get to the race. 42 cars ready to go in a bright Las Vegas afternoon. Burn It Down! And Dylan Svek 37 leads them to the green. Wow, a lot of intensity in the early going. A lot of moving around here as they come off of 4 for the first time. Already some contact near the back here. Not near the back, it's more midfield. Unknown.png is already losing some positions. As we already know, that high side is killer. You do not want to be on that high side. You want to be on the inside. Oh my goodness, this is an absolute mess over here. It always takes a few laps for these guys to get into a rhythm and calm down. And for now, this is going to be the common 3-wide racing for the early laps until they calm down. And Dylan Svek 37 is just, this isn't going how he wanted. Oh my goodness, already some contact. Contact already, oh my goodness. Whoa, oh my god. Wow. It did not take long for these guys to nearly wreck the thing. Wow. Okay, you gotta get out of there, Dylan Svek 37. You're starting second and you already are nearly getting wrecked. That was Pigeon and Devil Kitty, I think. The 19, the 72, and the 13. That was a mess. I don't know how they survived. This is a mess over here, and they won't calm it down. And up front, it's a mess too. A lot of battling up here. Chingon and Burn It Down controlled the first few laps, and now that inside is starting to begin to prevail a little. Misty and Mac trying to get around, but there's some good exit speed off of 4, allowing them to probably lead the lap, but then they're going to lose it into turn 1. Simpton making a move down there in the 1. Making it 3 wide as right now they've just no room for being calm. These guys are just absolutely just going at it for all of these positions right now. Usually after a few laps they get single file for a little bit and just some passes, but right now they're not waiting for anything. They're just making whatever moves that they can find. See how much that inside benefits off the corner. Oh my goodness me, they get so close each and every lap. I am surprised we have not seen a wreck yet. Like, I mean, it is 6 laps in and these guys are racing like there's 5 to go. Whoa, burn it down. 49 runs up the track, trying to get behind Mac, and just overshot the corner. Now he's in 3 wide. This is insane racing so far. You can just see from this onboard how much the outside is just not that good for you. You can see there's decent entry speed, and sometimes there's good exit speed. Sometimes it's just like, okay. Back off in the 1 again. Because right now these top 2 have been going at it for the last few laps. Look at the pack of cars. Yeah, this is pretty much everyone, because they're like if you have equal ratings, you're gonna run in this pack, and this is just absolutely the racing I wanted to see. This is some great racing in the early going, and we are seeing just everything being put on the line here in this early going. Mac is able to grab the lead now for Mystic, so here goes the 78. NASCAR fan 342. It did not take him long to get a little greedy. He wants to make some moves near the front. A lot of these guys I'm already seeing up here started decently near the back. I mean, NASCAR fan, I'm pretty sure he started near like the 25th position. He's now up here inside the top 10. And this is just why I love the OG Las Vegas. I know some people are going to be mad at me for not using the BBMC one, but I just love the OG Las Vegas so much. There's just so much action. Like, I mean, at this racetrack, you could actually have a lot of action without everyone just hitting the wall each lap. This is without even lap cars spicing things up. This is some amazing racing we were seeing so far. It's not the easiest to develop a run and make like a pass if you're like right at the front. But mid-pack, you can just see mid-pack, you can just get whatever run you can get, and bam, you're charging straight to the front. As we saw how 4 wide went earlier in the race, and we can tell that 4 wide is probably not the best decision. You're almost a third through this race. Man, literally everywhere you look, there's just action on this racetrack. It is not that easy to stay out front once you fall to the high side. Once you fall to the high side, it is not the easiest to stay up near the front. It is pretty easy to drift back and just lose all your track positions. You can see it just right here. Notice how pretty much everyone that started in the back is now charging towards the front. That's because they're just hugging that inside. So you gotta get down to the inside here if you just want to have a chance at the end of this race, because like if you stay stuck on that high side, you just won't go anywhere. But a lot of times there ain't even room to get down there. A lot of times you're just stuck in this mess. I mean, a lot of times you literally can't make it 3 wide or whatever to make a pass, because there's not enough room to do it. I did not expect all of this. I expected some of this in the early going, but I did not expect this. I did not expect all this intensity. Burn it down 49. He's starting to triumph back to the front on that inside line. And 3 and 4 looks so much like a Daytona pack race. It is so crazy. Man, that just, oh my goodness. I was just looking at that. I just know that if that happens, that's going to be so many race cars. That's just exactly what I was looking at, because we all know that 4 wide is just not the best thing. Is Chasey Man has now led a few laps, doing a good job, being chased down by Raven and Matt. Down to the inside goes Raven. Matt looked like he was going to make it 3 wide, kind of got denied that opportunity. Chase Man trying to hold off the corner. And he will not. Raven will come by in the lead. His first lap of the season, I think. Ooh, blocking Matt. Not letting him get down there. Knowing that he just can't afford to get knocked up to that high side. See, now this is kind of what I was more expecting. A little bit more of a 2x2 feel. And not just the insane 4 or 5 wide that we have been seeing. Raven holding it down on the inside. I know what he's hoping. I think if Ross Chastain fanboy makes a move, which is what he does, oh no, but now that's not going to work for neither of them. Ross Chastain fanboy's not going to get down to the inside. Raven did not think Matt was actually going to still make a move even after Ross Chastain fanboy did that. Now he's stuck in 3 wide, and now we're right back to what we started with. This sounds like a slight Daytona feel, because of the fact that we do have a lot of different left leaders. It isn't the same left leader each lap, so it still has that slight bit of a Daytona feel. So that's kind of nice. 19 laps in, and I am just completely surprised. I am just so surprised by how these guys have been able to just continue to race like this without just a big accident. Field 219 leads the lap, and we have some friends. We have some friends. Oh boy, we have some friends up here. Now these friends are going to cause some interesting... These friends are going to cause some interesting things. Wow. Wow. Now that is exactly what I expected. See, now these left cars, they don't care. Whoa, 3 wide down the front stretch for the lead. Montana's going to lead the lap. At least they're forced in 3 wide. And oh boy. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Man, and now everything is just off the table. Now it's just get by these left cars. Who cares about the possibility of crashing? That's all off the table. Oh, just the way you fall back when you're stuck. Just the absolute worst. And the worst thing is you sometimes just can't make a move around him, because then you'll just wreck yourself in the process. So that's just sometimes the worst thing, knowing that sometimes you just have to stay stuck behind that car. Derek Cope just being absolutely being weird, not letting the 41 go by. There's really no point in doing that. And look at our pole sitter, burn it down. There we go, now he can make a move. But that is exactly what I expected, too. That is just exactly what I thought was going to happen. We had the 91 of Bill Elliott DNF with a tire. I just feel like there's no way. Like, I mean, racing, with how they've been racing so far, I just feel like there's no way that they're going to go without a caution. I know, not PNG, into the wall. NASCAR fan 342 as well into the wall. That was not correct. I have no clue what they were doing. I have no clue what that was all about. Now, Matt's way up the racetrack. Oh my goodness. I want to try and take a look at what happened here. Wow, that was a mess. But right now I can't. There's just so much going on. 4 wide. Oh, this is right by the exit of the corner. This would cause a big pileup. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. See, just off into the corner, Misty forces it 4 wide. Kenyon kind of gives a little bump. NASCAR fans tripped right up into unknown.png, and there was just nothing that they could do afterwards. They were just along for the ride. Just see everyone scrambling to go by to not get slowed up by them. Back live, Brad Keselowski takes the lead away from Javier. What a mess. What absolute craziness we've seen in this race so far. This has just provided everything. Now, all we need is that possibility of a wreck. We've already nearly had a couple in these 25 laps. We still here coming to lap 26. We're going to have about 15 to go. Wide for the lead. Whack. We'll get down to the inside. Javier and Brad are in awful positions here. This thing has just no regards for anyone. He will just force it 3 and 4 wide. He wants to be up here at the front. He was one of those guys that started up near the front. Now he just needs to capitalize. Lap 27 out of 41. This race has been a mess. Wow! 4 wide again. Oh, this is right up here at the front. 4 wide. Is this going to work? They're still 4 wide. Oh, this is not going to be good. Leo around. Back into traffic. Big impact. Big wreck. Big wreck. Big pile up in Vegas. Oh, it's the big one in Las Vegas. Taking out a lot of good race cars. Caution is out. A lot of cars are involved. A lot of good race cars are involved. Whoa. This is the second race in a row that Leo is involved in the crash. He wrecked at Daytona. Now he's wrecked here. Leo 219 is going to be thrown down pit road. Chasey Man was leading some laps. And Alex Bowman came out okay after all of that. Wow, we just got a big crash. Raven in the 41 has a lot of damage. I think Unknown already had that damage from that wall hang. Oh, well, the big one strikes. Look at all these damaged cars. Oh, let's figure out what happens. I mean, what do you expect? You got to give the 88 room. What do you expect from that if you don't give him any room? And then, just a hard hit. Then there's just nowhere to go from anyone. Oh, my goodness. And just everyone just went straight into the crash, just with nowhere to go. Whoa, what in the world? Wow. As you can see, Leo, he was like, please make it, please make it, please make it. Everyone just scrambling, there's just nowhere to go. Oh my goodness. Just so many race cars are involved, and I was expecting this. Like, I mean, I just feel like there was no way in the world they were going to survive much longer. Just got clipped. Oh, it just got clipped. Ooh, just so many impacts. Wow. Just, oh my goodness. If you were behind Leo and Chingon, I just feel like there was no way you could have survived this crash. I mean, look, everyone is damaged in this, other than, I guess, Camarola. Oh my god. Look at this. Wow. Oh my god! Erica Marula, unknown.png, they just all threaded the needle and they got by. Man, again, multiple cars that wrecked last race. Eric Jones, he DNF'd last race. Athahan, he wrecked last race. So many good race cars. There's our pole sitter. He doesn't look like he has too much damage. Wow. From what I'm looking at right now, the top I want to say 19 all avoided the crash without damage that would affect their race car. You could see a lot of cars are coming back on the racetrack with a lot of damage. Wow, I'm shocked that a lot of these guys are continuing this race, I'm gonna be honest. Look at the cars taken out in this crash. It really actually is not as many as I thought, to be completely honest. A decent amount of guys that were involved in the wreck, I guess, didn't have enough damage to where they had to pit, like Chingon thought. But man, this looks like a Daytona type of wreck where cars are retired. Bill Elliott, he was already retired. Then Chasey Man, Montana, Leo, both Leos. And then our few left cars. And it looks like, I don't know if these guys are just not damaged enough to retire, but they still pitted. But also Drifting Strikers retired. We're coming back to the restart in a second. All right, for whoever's left, they're coming back to the restart. We'll have 10 to go when we get to the line. Quack leads them to the green. Green flag. Ooh, Misty right away goes to the high side. Javier's just going to be like, okay, thank you. I'll take that opportunity and go right down to the inside and try and go by you. Already almost in 3 wide again. And actually, they will go 3 wide. Liam and the Dylans. Myself and Dylan Sevek 37. Our duo isn't like the Leos who both DNF'd in the crash. Now, the main thing I'm worried about is just all these damaged cars. I'm wondering if they will end up being caught by the leaders. It looks like most of these guys actually have enough speed to actually keep up with the backloaders, so that's actually a good thing. You can see this pack is way limited now. You can just see most of the guys with damage, they do not really have the speed to keep up. Oh man, some of those guys literally were on thin edge of getting murdered in that crash, and they survived. Right now, the top 2 have been the same for the last few laps. Actually, pretty much like the top 4. These guys have all been in the top 4 for the last few laps. Javier, maybe you just can't think of a passing opportunity. He had a chance right there. He couldn't go for it. Now he's actually on the high side, maybe trying to get a good exit off the corner. Behind him is a mess. Here's the move. Javier down to the inside on Quack BBX. Trying to make the passes. Oh my goodness, we're 4 wide. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Guys, we just did this last time. Wow. Oh boy. No, it's not over. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, he's drifted up. Oh wow. What a job that those guys did. That was, man, I was gotten mad, not gonna lie. I was like, oh my goodness. And these 2 are still going at it for position. Quack just refuses to lose. I think they're 4 wide again. No, they're not. Quack's just refusing to lose the position, but if he doesn't get this position, or if he doesn't duck in line, we're going to have some guys passing him. That is exactly going to be the case. Down to the inside goes Alex Bowman, who really dodged a bullet there. That was not his fault. That was just the 18 just... I mean, wow, that's just 4 wide, honestly. He had no room. Both of them had no room, but he kind of sent him down. He did a good job to avoid that wreck. Now he has a chance at victory. He almost went 2 races in a row getting involved in a crash and DNFing. Now he has a chance at winning the thing. You're down to 5 to go, and he's going down to the inside, going way down low. That goes to Beck 37 down in the middle lane. I'm not sure if he kind of planned that to kind of like force some cars out of his way. Here comes Kenyon, Liam, and Joey MJ1. He survived the wreck. No, I would not expect a driver to start off the season with 2 wins, but I would not be surprised. 4 to go. Oh, Kenyon down on the inside. It didn't work. Oh, man, I just don't feel like Bowman's going to hold. It's just they all know how dominant that inside line is, and they're going to be wanting to hold that with all their will. We ran a little higher to maybe get a better entry. I'm saying it worked, but I'm also not saying it failed. But Kenyon and Joey MJ1, we've seen this story before. 3 to go. Are they both going for it? Oh, he cuts down to the inside. Now Kenyon's stuck on the high side. Bowman's trying to hold with just everything he's got. I'm just gonna real quick figure out where everyone is when it comes to slower cars. They're all good. This is a fair battle. Alex Bowman, I am shocked, has not been caught yet, but he is being chased by the Daytona winner, and he has a run. Well, Matt down to the inside. He sipped it as well as down to the inside, and he still has a decent lead. Wow, he has been able to hold well. Oh boy. But Matt, if he just gets a good enough run, I'm telling you. But he only has one more left to do so. Joey gets back down to the inside. He got back down low. Wow. Here we go. One more chance. Joey running the low side. He's going to have a run. Is it enough, though? He's going to block. He blocks the run. Good block there. Now down the backstretch. I know Joey right here is thinking he has to go. Are we going to get a driver start off the season with 2 wins? He holds. Matt forces him up. This is going to do it, I think. Matt forces him up the ring. Alex Bowman goes from wrecking at Daytona to winning at Vegas. Wow, he held him off. He held everybody off. Wow, what an interesting finish. And when, Joey MJ1 and Kenyon can't get away from each other. First and second at Daytona, third and fourth at Vegas. Here's our top 10 from the race. Alex Bowman finished first. Matt Thrasher second with a good move. Joey MJ1 third. Kenyon fourth. A-Sip did fifth. Liam sixth. Devil Kitty seventh. Mac eighth. Misty ninth. And myself in 10th. Wow, what an amazing race. Man, there's something about Bowman and winning at Vegas, am I right? In real life and, of course, here. What a great race. And don't get it twisted. Alex Bowman is a signed-up driver. That's just his name. So don't get confused by that. He will be our second winner to be in the playoffs. Thank you guys all for watching. This was a race that I did not expect to be this good, but it really did not disappoint. And we got a wreck bigger in this race than Daytona. That was just a big pile up. Alex Bowman goes from wrecker to winner here at Las Vegas. I'll see you guys for race 3 at Hickory Motor Speedway. Dylan does stuff out. Wow, what a big pile up. I just wanted to show you guys that image. Alright, Dylan does stuff out.